big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pigs.
Coach, we are about 15 miles or so west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. 45. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. No take. Yeah. Undercut. Switch.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Double time. 3 down. Check. Let it roll. West. Shoot.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
It's going to be a long day. Check 31. Check 31.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Cardinals 0. Matt Bryant set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He's got daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, echo. 22. Got. Say. Check 9. 51, Tom.
Throwing again. Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 59, ready. 24 is the man, Charlie.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Gets it off to Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Ready, 25. 54, Seth. You think you're going to get this? Shit. Check 90. Get out. Wait.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Tuesday.
To throw is Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ryan picked by his former teammate Robert Alford. Matthews the intended target.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Set, ready. 70 ending. 45. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll roll him out right, and that is incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, 1st quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ready, blue lady. Back 25. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 58.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
On second and very short, Ryan. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And the Falcons first down.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Cardinals 7. Matt Bryant set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the curve. Watch the curves. Joker, 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 Joker. Slams. Run it.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Ready? 45. Grab. Check. 45 to Mike. Here we go, D. All day, D. Hustle. All day. Hey, check 24. Check 24. 45, 45, Mike. 45. Target ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 40. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Ryan, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
On second down, it's Freeman, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Now Ryan on first down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. He was looking for Matthews that time.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Damiere Byrd, a touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Marr now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Gotta do better.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A final shot before half from Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Ryan now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Freeman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Complete to Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Got it. Get up.
Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan, that's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left.
Tuesday. 51. Mike, 58, right there. You ain't going nowhere.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Stand up in. Watch one. Kill. 20. Check. 25.
They go to Johnson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On first down, Drake, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Demir Bird, 53 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab the nugget when I can.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Check. Check 24. Check 24. Tight dog.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. He completes it to Jones. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Watch the boot.
On 1st and 10, Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
59, ready. Check 25. It's out, guys. It's out. 21. Out. Check it back to Greystone. Traffic. Let him go.
To throw again, Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 21.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, now looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go, defense.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Johnson. And an alley to run. 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. His 6th touchdown of the season as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Marr on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. from the shotgun. Ryan. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Ryan. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check, 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 check. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check, check, check. Hey, Chris Lance. We got double up. 6-6, pull it high. Undercut. Switch. SOS. Check 13.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. After the penalty, here's Freeman. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley. 39 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Again, it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check it out, read. Say. Check 9. Check 9. Ready, set up.
Freeman again. Yeah, he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Ryan wants to throw it. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending.